Welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Matt.
I'm Winnie.
Today we are looking at part 2 of Taylor Swift's era, shaping culture on and off the stage. Okay, and in part 1 last time, we learned that this really is Taylor Swift's era, so much so that she has named her current tour the Eras Tour.
Yep.
And that has made $1 billion already, and it's still continuing. On top of that, she was named 2023 Time Magazine's Person of the Year, which is a huge honor.
Huge deal.
And she's done this by creating the music she loves and doing what she loves.
And at the end of this episode, we're going to convert you into a Swiftie.
To a Swiftie.
That's the plan.
That is the plan. Well, I've learned a lot. Well, we've also learned that she moved to Nashville to start her career at only age 14.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Just teenager, but
right,
yeah.
And when she switched from country music to more pop beats, that helped her to quickly become one of the world's most successful musical artists.
Yes. I think she's aiming for global world domination.
So I feel like after part 1, I'm about 50% Swiftie.
Oh, we're doing good.
See if we can get me all the way there
when
we complete part 2 after this.
During her career, Taylor Swift has become more than just a musician. She has influenced everything from education to business. She is an important writer. Recently, Harvard University introduced a course that studies the words in Swift songs. This shows her effect on modern culture. She is an important activist. Swift has encouraged young people to become more politically aware. After she publicly spoke about a politician, 170,000 people signed up to vote within 48 hours.
Let's start today's topic, Taylor Swift's era, shaping culture on and off the stage, part 2.
During her career, Taylor Swift has become more than just a musician. She has influenced everything from education to business.
Yeah.
So she's made big changes to all of these things because she has influenced them. And to influence something is to have an effect or have an ability to have an effect or to make changes to other things.
Yeah.
So even just by doing something, people will see the way she's doing it and they will change the way they do it to be more like her or maybe to be not like her, but just to influence means to have an effect or to be able to change other things. So an example is the author's work has influenced other writers.
I mean, you don't make $1 billion on a tour for not being influential.
That's right.
Yeah.
But influence can be good or can be bad.
Yeah.
So, sometimes, you might hear a parent say to their child that friend is a bad influence.
Matt is a bad influence.
Right, it means they cause you to do bad things.
Yeah, you're not a bad influence. Continuing on, she is an important writer. Recently, Harvard University introduced a course that studies the words in Swift's songs. This shows her effect on modern culture. So we were talking about influence, and now we're saying this shows her effect on modern culture. And I don't know about you, but Harvard doesn't really open up courses that easily, so you have to really have made a difference in order to get a course open for you.
I bet that is a difficult course to sign up for because it sounds...
Oh, yeah.
I remember at my university there was a course that was also, we thought of these kinds of courses as being kind of easy. I remember when I was in university there was vampire studies was one course, and it would always fill up so fast that it was very hard to get into.
Are you secretly a vampire, Matt?
Maybe. She is an important activist. Swift has encouraged young people to become more politically aware.
Ah, okay. So she's using her superpowers for good.
That's right. So she's encouraging young people to become politically aware. Politically is an adverb meaning related to politics or government. So related to people that run governments, for voting for leaders, or just having an influence on the way things are done by governments or decisions are made by governments. So for example,
my family is very politically divided.
Oh, dun dun dun.
So that would mean some people in my family are on one side of the political spectrum, meaning they support a certain side, and the other people in my family support the opposite side.
Right. I think the most important thing, though, is Taylor Swift wants the younger generation to be more involved because at the end of the day, politics is what affects our society. And eventually, in the future, we all are a part of that society. So we have this word aware, our adjective, and it basically just means to know of something. So for example, are you aware of how dangerous your actions were? So Taylor Swift is really just using her fame to make sure, especially younger fans, that they have to be more aware of politics because eventually it'll be up to them to vote for a politician. So continuing on, after she publicly spoke about a politician, 170,000 people signed up to vote within 48 hours. Now that is really impressive because in the US, in order to vote, you have to register to vote. So that actually causes a lot of people to be sort of hesitant and kind of be like, oh, I'm busy, I'm not going to register. So for her to influence 170,000 individual people to sign up to vote within 2 days, that's really impressive.
Just by speaking about it, she can have that much of an impact. So it really shows how influential she is with her fans and with so many people that support her and follow her actions.
Yeah, and that's great because if you have a voice, use it.
All right, we're going to learn more about Taylor Swift in our final part when we come back after the break.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。那我们今天课程要继续介绍泰勒丝 Taylor Swift。在她的职业生涯期间，她不只是个音乐人，她还影响了从教育到商业的各个层面。课文提到说，她是一位重要的作家，像最近哈佛大学就有推出一门研究泰勒丝歌曲歌词的课程，而她也是一位重要的活动人士。她鼓励年轻人要提高政治意识。在她公开谈论一名政治人物之后，短短48小时之内就有17万人登记投票，可见它的影响力不容小觑。好，单字 influence 它就表示影响，是个动词。那么相关词性 influential 则是用来形容有影响力的。下一个单字 politically 它表示政治上，在政治方面是个副词。Matt 老师他刚刚则有提到 political spectrum 表示政治光谱。那么 spectrum 它是拼作 S-P-E-C-T-R-U-M， 那这个字表示光谱或者是有范围的意思。再来看到 aware， 它是形容有意识的、察觉的或者是意识到的。好，接回到课文中。
She is an important philanthropist. Swift has given money to organizations like UNICEF and the Red Cross. She also gave $4 million to the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum to build an education center. She is an important businesswoman. Swift fought for control of her songs rather than allowing others to have the rights to them. Many other artists are now following her lead. Taylor Swift once stated, "I've always strived to be successful, not famous." Her dedication to her music, important causes, and her fans means that she has achieved both and made it all look so effortless.
Welcome back from the break. As we learned before, Taylor Swift is a really important writer, and we know this because Harvard University opened a course studying her lyrics, her words. So she is a very famous but also influential lyricist or songwriter. She is also a very important activist. And what does it mean to be an activist? Someone who stands up for the rights of, for example, animals or certain people. And now we're going to have 2 more titles. And we're going to see how influential Taylor Swift is.
Okay. She is an important philanthropist. So a philanthropist is someone who gives away money to causes, so to charities and things like that.
Yeah.
Swift has given money to organizations like UNICEF and the Red Cross.
Right, and a philanthropist, they give money, but they don't expect anything in return. So she's doing it out of the kindness of her heart.
So she's giving money to these organizations. So an organization is a group of people that work together towards a particular goal or cause. So they are organized together to work towards a cause. For example, I work for an organization that tries to help people who are affected by war.
Right, exactly. She's a very influential person. So, of course, when it comes to her money, she's also very influential. So, continuing on, she also gave $4 million to the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum to build an education center. So, the Country Music Hall of Fame is a place where they honor these great legendary musicians. Okay, and it's a great place to kind of see who that artist is as a person. And it's a very great honor to be put in the Hall of Fame. So she used her money to build an education center, and an education center really is just there to educate people on, for example, the country music industry.
She is an important businesswoman. Swift fought for control of her songs rather than allowing others to have the rights to them. Many other artists are now following her lead.
Right, exactly. So a lot of people know that when you're in the music industry, sometimes you can write a really great song, but those rights don't belong to you.
Yeah, often the deals that they have to sign mean that they don't actually own the music that they wrote and performed if it was recorded by someone else. So I know that Taylor Swift, in fact, re-recorded many of her own songs so that she could own those recordings.
Right, exactly. So she's taking back that power. So continuing on, Taylor Swift once stated, "I've always strived to be successful, not famous." So what does that mean, strived?
Strived means to work very hard to try to do something or try to achieve something. So she is working hard to be successful, and she didn't actually work hard to be famous, but that just came as a side effect of being successful.
A little bonus for her. Continuing on, her dedication to her music, important causes, and her fans means that she has achieved both and made it all look so effortless. I mean, I think it looks effortless. I don't think if it actually, it actually was effortless. But we have this word dedication, and it really just means you are taking all of your time, your energy, your blood, sweat, and tears to really make something great. And for her, it's her music and the things she cares about, like political awareness and also philanthropy. So what does achieve mean?
So to achieve means to do something after putting in lots of hard work and hard effort to do so. So maybe from striving to do something, you can achieve what you wanted to do. So when we talk about things like goals, we usually talk about achieving your goals because those are not easy to do. They require hard work. For example, she worked hard to achieve her goal of buying a house.
Yeah, and when we think about the fact that she started when she was 14, there's definitely a lot of dedication put into that. So, what do you think, Matt? Can you think of any other people who also changed the world in important ways?
I think I am very important because I help to teach people English through these videos, and by doing so, I'm improving people's English, and not only that, they're learning how to be a cool guy like me.
Oh, wow. I think you're very important too, yes. But I think we all as women, sorry, maybe not you, but as women who are, in front of the camera. I think we are also very influential. Specifically, you know, girls who are Asian, I think it's very important to see someone Asian on the screen as well. So I'm going to say I'm also very important. We're all very important. But that's all we have for today, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Are you officially a Swiftie?
I am officially a Swiftie, 100% Swiftie now.
Let's do it. Okay, so we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Winnie 老师刚刚说泰勒丝是具有影响力的词曲创作者，老师用到 lyricist， 那这个字是由 lyric 在后面加上 ist 来构成 lyricist， 表示作词人、作词家。那课文接着写到说，泰勒丝是一位重要的慈善家，他有向联合国儿童基金会和红十字会等等的组织来捐款，那也捐赠了400万美元给乡村音乐名人堂来建造教育中心。此外，他还是一位重要的企业家，他努力争取自己歌曲的控制权，而不是让其他人来拥有这些歌曲的权利。那现在很多其他艺人都也以他为榜样。泰勒丝曾经说，他一直努力争取成功，而不是争取出名。可是呢，他各方面的付出已经让他两者兼具了，而且他还让这一切看似不费吹灰之力。这就像人家说的，你必须很努力才能看起来毫不费力。好，我们最后看到单字 organization 这个名词，它表示组织、机构。那么 achieve 这个动词表示达到目的或者是实现，它也有获得的意思。那这边3个重点，我们进入文法时间。我们来看第一个重点是 allow somebody to 原形动词，这是表达允许某人做某事，就跟 let somebody 加上原形动词意思相近。那么特别注意 let 是使役动词，它的受词后面是直接接了原形动词。那来看2个例句。Mark doesn't allow anyone to eat or drink in his car. Mark 不允许任何人在他的车上饮食。另一个例句是 Chloe's parents won't let her have a pet. Chloe 的爸妈不让她养宠物。好，那第2个重点是 follow somebody's lead， 这是表达跟随某人行事，以某人为榜样。lead 在这边当名词，是指榜样、表率或是示范。像是 His dream is to follow his father's lead and become an educator. 他的梦想是跟随父亲的脚步，成为教育工作者。第3个重点 look 当连缀动词，后面可以接形容词或者是接 like 加名词去表达看起来怎么样，像是 The building looks cool, it looks like a spaceship. 那栋建筑物看起来很酷，它看起来像一艘太空船。好，那么以上这些讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
During her career, Taylor Swift has become more than just a musician. She has influenced everything from education to business. She is an important writer. Recently, Harvard University introduced a course that studies the words in Swift songs. This shows her effect on modern culture. She is an important activist. Swift has encouraged young people to become more politically aware. After she publicly spoke about a politician, 170,000 people signed up to vote within 48 hours. She is an important philanthropist. Swift has given money to organizations like UNICEF and the Red Cross. She also gave $4 million to the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum to build an education center. She is an important businesswoman. Swift fought for control of her songs rather than allowing others to have the rights to them. Many other artists are now following her lead. Taylor Swift once stated, "I've always strived to be successful, not famous." Her dedication to her music, important causes, and her fans means that she has achieved both and made it all look so effortless.
Hey, it's KiWi on the street.
I'm Kiki.
And I'm Winnie.
Winnie, guess what?
What?
Shane was challenging me to basketball the other day because he thinks I can't play, but I told him, bring it on.
Bring what on?
Bring it on. bring on the game. I accept his challenge.
Oh.
So we are gonna go one-on-one and play basketball.
Shane, you better watch out and you better work on your phrases. Let's work on some phrases. The first phrase is 全员出动.
上面
All hands on deck.
All heads on deck?
All hands.
All heads on deck.
All hands on deck.
All hands on deck.
I guess the heads.
All heads on deck. Oh, I'm sorry. It's all hands on deck. Okay, next one we have. So push together or pull together. Which one's correct?
Push together.
push together.
Push together.
Push together.
Hold together.
Pull together.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Not push together?
I'm sure.
Okay, oh, he's sure.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see if he is correct or not. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, you pulled together. All right, what did we learn today? Let's take a look at the phrases that we worked on today. The first phrase is all hands on deck. And that means everyone available needs to be involved in a task or activity. And usually it's super urgent and it's something that needs to be taken care of right away. And it basically literally means that any available hands must help. Of course, this phrase has naval origins, and it's basically when a ship is heading into bad weather, or even in the old days into battle, the captain would call everyone on the ship to get to the main deck, or basically the upper level of the ship, to help out. So over time, this phrase became the way we ask for all the help that we can get. The second phrase that we learned today is pull together. So this phrase means to work together and cooperate to get something done. Everyone is bringing in their different qualities together in a harmonious way to achieve something. In a different scenario, you can think of it like tug of war. Each individual is bringing in their strength to pull the rope together to win. And that's all for today's Kiwi on the Street. Kiwi later.